Well, hey there, neighbors, friends in the neighborhood, fellow Yinzers. Double AP bringing you another episode of Yinzology, the study of all things Pittsburgh in the Steel City Switchyard, aka my garage. Welcome back. So I know you guys run out of time for Father's Day. You got like a day, you got like less than 24 hours left. But if you are still scrambling for an idea and your Pittsburgh dad likes history, we've talked about this many times on the channel. My favorite author and used to be one of my clients at BNY Mellon, and I considered him a friend because we had some good conversations. David McCullough, 1776, to ramp up and to get ready for 250 years of celebrating how America became what it is today. And David will walk you through that. May I recommend for your dad, for Father's Day, for your Yinzer Pittsburgh Day, 1776. Now you're like, oh, wait a minute. My dad don't read. He's not, I don't think he's read a book in his life. Don't worry about it. It's the illustrated edition, meaning there's a lot of things to look at. All right? Illustrated in the way that not only is there beautiful artwork, but along the way you have these parchment wax paper type envelopes that contain wonderful reproductions of maps, of letters. And some of these items have never been reproduced before, and they were only reproduced for this special edition, special illustrated edition, 1776. And so there is some reading involved, but it's light reading. But because what you're getting is the abbreviated, abridged version of the original. And I'm embarrassed to say I haven't read the original in its entirety. So I'm going to try and knock it out for the rest of this month. Another recommendation is the Mason-Dixon Crucible of the Nation. I'm talking about the Mason-Dixon line by Edward Gray. This guy dives into the colonies in the mishmash of how everything was topsy-turvy. You got pioneers, you got traders, you got the English, you got Native Americans, you got French, you got everybody mixed in, like, who's to say that mountain's mine and that border's yours and these waterways are ours, and like how the borders and the colonies were struggling. There's a lot of the wealth of information on William Penn and how Pennsylvania, the colony, and how William Penn got to be where he was, and that's just remarkable how all the pieces fell in place. It was insurmountable to think that he could do what he did. I'm only about a quarter of a way. I'm not even halfway. Look at this bookmark, by the way. Boom. Wendell August, Pittsburgh Stolers. Lord Baltimore, Northern Problem, William Penn's Unlikely Empire, the Battle for Maryland's Far North, the Squatters' Empire, the American Bloodlands. I'm not that far, but that don't sound too good. The Science of Borders, the Making of States, Free and Slave, Borderlands as Heartland, Fugitive Diplomacy, the Fall of Greater Baltimore, the Second Fugitive Slave Act, Border War along the Underground Railroads, Borderlands into Border States, and the end of the line. And it's interesting. We're all talking about borders and nations and immigrants, and this is an interesting read for an interesting time. We can learn a lot about history if you go and take the time to go back and look. Get in there and start looking around, and maybe you will learn something. Now, another idea for Father's Day. We've talked about this before. Get them a membership for the History Center. And an acclaimed, licensed and trained leading Yinzologist, president and CEO, David Masick of the Heinz Center. He did a nice write-up on David McCullough, and he quotes David saying, "Pittsburgh is the essential American city. If you can understand Pittsburgh, you're going to understand the American experience." And wow, that's saying a lot. You understand the Burgh, you're going to understand 1776. You're going to understand how America became what it is, the Industrial Revolution, the Gilded Age, how it all came together. It's fitting that the History Center is now the permanent home of the David McCullough Archive. It's a collezione of artifacts, national awards, manuscripts, letters, research notes, and family photographs that chronicle his remarkable life and career. The collection includes David's Manual Royale standard upright typewriter that he used to write every one of his books, winning 2 Pulitzer Prizes, the Presidential Medal of Freedom, and more. And you youngling Yinzers, a typewriter is how we used to write books and letters. Think of a keyboard made out of steel and metal and ribbon. Ding! So it's been a while. Lots happened. Baby pens. I thought when they beat the Hershey Bears, I thought they were going to go all the way. My heart goes out to them. Some really great hockey, some really great prospects. Riverhounds winning last year, riding that wave into soccer in the United States. Jimmy two-time went up to Chicago, met a good friend, and he said he's been to Steeler playoff crowds. He's been to Metallica concerts that were loud. He said, "This is the loudest thing I've ever heard." I said, "Did you have ear protection?" He's like, "No." So Jimmy two-time lost some hearing at the soccer match. Comment below if you know the history of the word soccer, because I just learned that rugby used to be called football, and football used to be called soccer or something because of the association. And somewhere along European history, rugby became rugby and soccer became football. I find that interesting. If it is true, I don't know. What else? So, Yinzers, happy Pittsburgh Dad Day. I want to encourage all you Pittsburgh dads, keep doing what you're doing, working your butts off to put food on the table. Seems like whoever's in office, it don't matter. It seems like the grocery prices are just out of control. It's getting harder out there. I want to just don't give up. Keep doing what you're doing. Love on your kids. Spend time with your dads if you are a kid. Get with your dad. Let them know you love them. And until next time, I'm Double AP, and I'm out.